Hi everyone, we're the Capital TV and this is the Capital Calls, your weekly news update. This feature is presented in collaboration with the Indian Private Equity and Venture Capital Association. First up, investments in India. Tiger Global-backed Chayos raises $45 million in CDC funding round. Tea cafe chain Chayos has raised $45 million as part of its CDC funding round led by Alpha Wave Ventures. The round also saw participation from existing investors such as Tiger Global Management, Elevation Capital, and Think Investments. With this round, the startup's valuation stands at around $250 million. Brazil's Velvet eyes Indian startups, sets up $200 million for emerging markets. Brazil-based startup Velvet, which provides liquidity to startup investors and employees, has entered in the Indian market to tap into country's unicorns, soonicorns, and Series B onward startups. The platform would focus on Bengaluru-based tech startups, followed by Delhi NCR players. Hume Crypto raises funding from Sequoia Capital to make crypto payments easy among users. Crypto payment gateway Hume Crypto has raised $2 million in its pre-seed funding round led by Sequoia Capital India. The round also saw participation from BNext, Whiteboard Capital, and other angel investors including Jayanti Kanani of Polygon, Balaji Srinivasan of Coinbase, Gabby Design from Eel Guild Games, and others. Fintech startup Simply raises $90 million for acquisitions, launching Chitch Fund. Fintech startup Simply has raised $90 million through a mix of debt and equity financing in its pre-Series A funding round led by QI Ventures. The round also saw participation from existing investors Let's Venture and GITO and angel investor Vivek Sundar of QMath. No-code blockchain infra automation startup ZV secures funding. No-code blockchain infrastructure automation platform ZV has raised $2.65 million in its seed funding from Leo Capital and Blue Ventures. The startup will invest the fresh capital to expand its tech team, bolster product development, and increase the reach among decentralized app developers and international companies. B2B fashion manufacturing startup Groyo raises $40 million to create more efficient ecosystem. Mumbai-based B2B manufacturing startup Groyo has closed a Series A round of funding worth $40 million in a mix of debt and equity. Marquee investor Tiger Global led the round, while other investors such as Alpha Wave, Asparo Capital, and Stride Ventures also participated. Enterprise tech DAO Lens backs $5 million to build SaaS tools for DAOs. Founded by Web3 enthusiasts and IIT Guwahati batchmates Vikramaditya and Apurv Nandan, DAO Lens identified that the tools to build or join such communities were scarce. Thus, it decided to launch Web3-specific SaaS tools to aid DAO in January 2022. And as DAO Lens started to build its initial momentum, the Bengaluru-based startup has announced that it has raised $5 million in pre-seed round, and Nexus Venture Partners and Better Ventures and IC2 led the round. Moving on to mergers and acquisitions, Mensa Brands marks fourth acquisition in 2022 by its wearable brand Pebble. D2C brand aggregator Mensa Brands has acquired Noida-based wearable brand Pebble. With the deal, Mensa Brands has forayed into India's smart wearable segment. The acquisition will help Pebble to expand its online presence and amplify marketing as well as brand building activities. Logistics startup Shiprocket picks up rival Pickup in a $200 million deal. Moving towards a major market consolidation within the logistics industry, 3PL startup Shiprocket has picked up 80% stake in rival Picker at a $300 million deal. In the coming months, Shiprocket is looking to completely acquire Picker, giving an exit to the startup's investors and absorbing the Picker team. Picker founders are likely to get undisclosed stake in Shiprocket. That's it from Capital Calls India. Tune in next week for more such weekly updates.